Hi, this is Steve Morse.
And this is John Petrucci, and we're here at the NAMM Show 2017 at the Reverb booth. We're going to try to interview each other.
It seems like some of your parts are pretty difficult to play. Do you ever practice, John?
Well, actually, recently when I was cleaning out my garage, and I found an 8x10 that you signed when I went to see Steve, when I was going to Berklee College of Music when I was 18. I went to see you do a clinic, and you wrote practice on it, and I followed the advice.
Can I draw a correlation? The most incredible, technically gifted guitarist of all time, and he practices? And he admits it in public?
You're talking about yourself, right?
That's how you get to play like John Petrucci.
Well, I have a question for you. First of all, thank you, but I have an instructional tape of yours, and I still practice those exercises. And I was wondering, because you're huge inspiration for me.
Thank you.
You're like the consummate musician, practicer, amazing songwriter. Do you still practice those things that you taught
Yes,
a long time ago?
Actually, it's pretty basic for me.
Yeah.
I can, especially now with my wrist acting up, I tend to play more with a stiff wrist. So the hardest thing to do is switching from one string to another, picking in a different direction.
Yes.
So my practicing tends to, I do as much as that as I can stand to do. And doing 3 notes per string, you're always changing direction, like it's down, up, down, up, down, up,
Yep.
down, up, down.
Yep.
And then 2 notes a string, you get plenty of practice changing.
You ever walk off the stage accidentally, right off the edge?
I was walking with Don Airy. We were backstage, walking along this catwalk. It was
Yeah, I've done this.
10 inches wide.
Yeah.
And we were just being led by somebody, and all of a sudden Don was gone.
Ooh.
It was like 7.5 feet down.
Yeah, I've actually done that. I've done it, but it was like small-time little club, and we were young, and there was a catwalk, but it was made out of road cases. And I saw I was on stage, and I saw our singer, like where you are. I'm like, oh, I'll go join him. So I walk as if the stage kept going, but it just stopped, and I just stepped right off the stage. Well, it's on YouTube. Yeah, if you look that up, you can find it. So, yeah, good luck.
Speaking of YouTube,
Yeah.
don't you think YouTube has really fostered the sense of spontaneity in live performance?
YouTube it's a funny thing, because on one side, kids have become so good at guitar, for example, at such a young age, because they can see exactly how it's done. Just go to YouTube. And it's like, all right, well, if this 8-year-old is doing it, and I'm 7, I should be able to do it. And at the same time, it's left, this kind of feeling that everything you play is going to be up there. So there's this you have to ignore that little critical voice that says, all right.
What's different now about being able to visually see so many performances, not just recordings, but he was saying we used to learn stuff by listening to the record and dropping the needle.
Yeah.
So how do you think that's different now in terms of learning stuff for young players?
Well, I mean, you can just get there a lot quicker. Like, for example, when I was younger and I heard Eruption for the first time, and it gets to the part where Eddie's doing the tapping. To me, listening to that without seeing him, I had no idea what it didn't sound like a guitar. I didn't even know what it was, like that it had a phaser on it, whatever it has, and he's tapping. So it took me so long to actually realize that was doable, how he got the sound. So today, obviously you can see the person doing it. It's like, learning how to cook something. So I think, I'm not sure there's anything detrimental to it. It's just, I think people can get to it a lot quicker. Maybe there's an ear training thing that's not happening, possibly.
Yeah, that's true.
That's probably like the biggest detriment.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
When you don't have something, your other senses get sharper.
Yeah.
So how many times do you write a new song and play it before it's recorded in the YouTube era?
Never. Well, yeah, that's the negative side, right?
Do you think people are experimenting less live?
I mean, I think it depends. If you're going in with this idea that you're going to do some sort of improvisational thing, then it's kind of, I think you're going to go for it no matter what. But if it's maybe something that wasn't planned, then it's on the spot, you might second guess. So Steve, does the NAMM name tag make you feel cool, or do you feel nerdy with that?
This is my name. My parents gave it to me, and so I can't ever feel ashamed about that.
Do you ever play guitar while you're flying a plane at the same time?
It depends on who's asking.